Famous, come on in. So excited about the program tonight. In the red chair, the guy that's not only played Stringer Bell and Luther, and he was in a Tyler Perry movie, but he gets to play Mandela. We have the wonderful actor that is Idris Elba, giving us a very special look into his life in the red chair tonight. Lots to explore in the news as well. Shall we do it? Hey! All right. Woo! Hello, everybody. I'm your boyfriend, George Stroumboulopoulos. It's so good to be with you. Just imagine being Mandela in that film, Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. Can't wait to have Idris in the red chair today. Big Mandela Memorial today, fitting as it is Human Rights Day, adopted the Universal Declaration of Human Rights 65 years ago. And I know what you're saying, 65, ready to retire. Although it's Canada with our pension, 68 maybe. It's not going to retire anytime soon, which is good, and we certainly need it, because it's also the one-year anniversary of Idle No More. So well done. One more important platform. Very important platform to discuss very important issues in this country. All of that is part of a post we've got on Strombo.com. Go check it out. Part of the many reasons why we need Idle No More, it was people's response to Bill C-45, one of those massive omnibus bills, what they call in parliamentary circles a Tolstoy, this gigantic omnibus bill. What is it hiding? It becomes an omni-law. Let's just say it's not a very... Let's just call it environmentally unfriendly, shall we? And sadly, the environmental debate is degraded to a hyper-partisan political battle, and that debate continues. And the good news is the planet changes. And when the planet changes, we get new animals. Did you hear this? Science is crazy. Scientists are saying that melting sea ice is causing animals to roam into each other's turf, right? Bears are kind of like Crips and Bloods. They know, don't. If I go over that tree... Sorry, if I go to that tree. But now grizzly bears are wandering north. Polar bears are sashaying south. We're getting new animals because grizzly bears and polar bears are mating. Can you just imagine how intense the coitus is between those kinds of bears? There's an actual documented hybrid called the pizzly bear. Very, very intense sex between the pizzly bear, no doubt. It's incredible. That's an actual truth. Bear love is a beautiful thing. In fact, this is just the beginning. I'm hoping for more animals. I'd like to see the elefox. I would also like to see the pea crab. By the way, the pea crab is way better than its original Latin name, crab cock. And of course, the humanity. Oh, the humanity. Let's deal with the day. First up, big ups to Alice Munro. Today is the day that she's honored actually getting the Nobel Prize for Literature. It's in Stockholm, Sweden, where she's getting it. Actually, her daughter Jenny Munro is going to accept her because Alice is off on a pre-booked wakeboarding adventure. If I were to ask you a question, if I'd say to you, hey, you glorious, beautiful people of Canada, who is the opposite of Alice Munro? You'd be, there could be many. Who's the opposite? I'll give you a hint. Their name, and quite poetically, rhymes with Mob Lord. Here's another moment from His Worship's interview on the very smart Conrad Black's new Vision TV show.
Rob, you haven't even done what the late, great Ralph Klein did, when he got absolutely bombed one night. He went to a homeless shelter and stormed in and screamed, "Why don't you all get a job?" You haven't done that?
No, actually, I help out the homeless a lot out there. I won't give them money because they don't know what they're going to spend on.
It's too easy. It's too easy. And it's not like kicking a puppy. That's a rabid dog. What would they spend the money? Oh, I don't know. Let's say it starts with CR and ends with having your mayoral power strips, and now you're just like a mall Santa. He went on and said this.
What is the single most, or two or three things if you want to, offensive events, abrasions that have been perpetrated on you or your family by the media over all these things?
Well, I guess the worst one was Daniel Dale in my backyard taking pictures. I have little kids. Mm-hmm. When a guy's taking pictures of little kids, I don't want to say that word, but you start thinking, what's this guy all about?
It's just a wildly irresponsible statement from him. First off, Mr. Ford, the police investigated and determined that there was no evidence that Dale was on the mayor's property, nor that any of the photos the mayor's taken of the mayor's stuff were taken. So there's no evidence of that. Shocking.
Do you think you owe Daniel Dale an apology? The Toronto Star says you accused him of being a pedophile.
I stand by my words.
What was your word? What was your word? What was your insinuation?
If you watch the interview, you'll know what I said.
I don't know what you said. What was the word? You said, what was the word?
If you watch the interview, you'll know what I said.
What was the word you didn't say? What was the word that you would not say?
What Red Black's interview, actually there was two. There was one at 9 o'clock, and then there was a full hour one at 12 to 1. I hope you saw both of them, and I stand by every word I said with Mr. Black in my interview.
They love accountability when it doesn't apply to them, don't they? Now, from one level of politics to another.
Accountability what? No accountability.
Are you familiar with the Parliament Budget Office, known in parliamentary hip-hop circles as the PBO? Yo! It's actually created by the Harper government as part of their Federal Accountability Act of 2006. The PBO created to help government keep track of spending and the economy. Basically, it's another set of eyes on the books. It's an important thing. Keep an eye on stuff. Funny thing, do you know how current Parliamentary Budget Officer Jean-Denis Frechette is getting his information from Ottawa? He has to file individual access to information requests at $5 a pop. And that's because apparently he can't get access to documents any other way. Frechette said he's gone to court, launched appeals, still not getting the information he needs on how a planned $5 billion budget cut to spending might impact services. This guy's appointed by the Prime Minister. And $5 is $5. Good thing the Access Office has a loyalty card, because for every 10 stamps, you get a free coffee and another personal refusal from the Prime Minister. To be fair to the Prime Minister and his office, when they said that the government would be more transparent, they actually meant translucent, and by translucent they meant opaque, and by opaque they meant covered in thick black paint. But maybe they just have a different understanding of the word accountability. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe accountability doesn't mean anything when you become the boss, right? If a heavily publicized accountability mechanism is denied access to core accountability measurement tools, why would we create it in the first place? It must be, the Harper government is essentially like the Martin government before. They throw the word accountability out the way a high school kid uses the word literally. Like, oh my God, I literally died when I saw what he was wearing. Seriously, my heart literally exploded in my chest. I'm literally dying right now.